with regard to commodities trading, physical commodity trading, then yeah, let's you'll be able to ask me your question in 10 minutes, roughly just after the presentation. So, all right. So today the presentation is called Your Commodity Trading Roadmap: Planning in an Unpredictable Industry. As you may know, commodity trading is a tough industry because there's a lot of factors that is out of your control. So, who am I? First of all, I'm Damien. I'm the owner of this YouTube channel while you are watching this video right now, but I've also been in commodity trading my entire career. Is a bunch of pictures of me with clients, suppliers, yeah, that I've taken. Oh, look how you. Anyway, so to explain how to plan in an unpredictable environment, let me take an example from last year. Actually, from last year, I don't know why I wrote last year. Let's an example from this year. So, if you've been following my channel in the recent vlog, I spoke about a lot about this company, Chromatic Dragon, where we basically trade Chrome. So here is a big box of Chrome. Basically, our big idea was from the very beginning to take this Chrome, make it run through what you can see on the screen here. It's a wash plant. It's basically a very simple process that concentrates the level of chromium of chrome in the product. And then once the chrome is concentrated, it looks like this. So this is one of my partner, Loic. I think maybe you have seen it in the vlog when I went to South Africa. This is our operation manager in Johannesburg. And then when we have the chrome, we basically sell when the chrome is concentrated to a higher value, we sell it. So this was basically our idea from the very beginning because the margin are quite good actually. To do this simple process, you can get a good margin. So first of all, to do that, we started to try with a tolling agreement. So basically, a tolling agreement is where you go to see someone with a factory. In that case, this is let's say a wash plant. You say to the guy, "I'm going to buy this feedstock, and then I'm going to buy this feedstock, and you are going to process it for me, and then I'm going to sell the product processed." So this is a tolling agreement, and then you pay a fees to use the machine. That was a very, very painful journey because tolling agreement doesn't really make sense when we have a wash plant, because the properly run wash plant should make enough money that you don't need to have a customer to make tolling agreement. You can buy yourself raw material and then process it and sell it and make a shit load of money. So if you need to take clients to process their product, it means that you are doing something extremely, extremely wrong. So most probably you are going to not be able to really do the tolling agreement because there is something wrong with what you do. You're maybe a thief, or or you don't even know what you are doing. So we tried with tolling agreement. We tried it a while. It didn't work. Then our ideas were, look, we still want to capture those margin because the margin are interesting for us, and we like the risk actually. So let's set up our old wash plant. So what has happened? We basically find an investor that will be okay to buy the land and build the factory, and then we would operate it. So we found an investor, and then at the very last moment, basically we were in front of lawyers and so on, really ready to sign this stuff, and the guy really pulled like I would say a bitch movement. The guy like just asked me and my partner to be liable on ourselves if for his money. So obviously this is not why we have like a limited liability corporation. And then the guy like pulled this bitch move really at the last moment after we worked like on it for like 6 months with him. So I said, all right, it's not going to work with you. And now we have a new investor, and we basically need to. I've met the guy. I guess what, maybe 1 month ago, or they were okay with the principle. In principle, now we need to resend everything to them because the land has changed. With the land that we wanted to build the first wash plant with the first investor, they had been bought by someone else. So now we need to put a new thing. But yeah, so basically this is what we did. And obviously, if you've been following the Chrome market, I know nobody does because nobody cares, but the Chrome price crashed to minus 40%. So that was basically a very painful end of the year for everybody in Chrome. All right, so this is a real life example of what happened this year with us and the Chrome in our attempt to capture margin, this quite interesting margin for us. So how do we planning in an unpredictable industry? Commodity trading is a very difficult industry. There's a lot of things that could happen, like geopolitical event, war, trade sanction, political instability, diplomatic tension, and so on. So, and all of that you have like, unless you are, I don't know, at the head of the government, you have no way to just influence that. So this is something that you need to be cognizant of. The same with natural disaster. If you think really about things that you have completely no say about what is happening, it would be natural disaster. If it's some factory that there's also like some factory incident, explosion, stuff like that. You have there's nothing you can do about it. And again, the most common one would be market fluctuation. When you deal with commodities that you cannot hedge, the price of the price could be extremely volatile. The price with Chrome crashes, nobody's hedged, but there is no future market. Then it's very difficult to do any deal. There is also exchanges when the forex exchange. This is even more. It could be even more volatile depending on the currency and so on. So there's really a lot of events that you have like no say about it. So yeah. Before I go further in the presentation, on January we are going to reopen the Finicia membership. So if you want to us to help you scale and grow your commodity trading firm, just scale and start. Just check the first link in the description below this video. All right. So now, basically, with all those events that are like, there's nothing that you can actually do about it. So what do we do? So for instance, let's take the case of the Chrome. So we had this business opportunity, the wash plant margin. So we were very interested in this business opportunity. So the first milestone was the tolling agreement. We tried to make it work. Obviously, we went to So we had an offtake. We did everything right, but it didn't work for us because tolling agreement was not the right way to go about it for this industry. Then we start with our own. We want to build our own plant. Basically, during the tolling agreement processes, we learned everything on how to make it work. Because at the end of the day, even if it was a tolling agreement, we did everything. We found the first investor. The first investor said no, and now we are with a second investor. All right. So this is how basically what we did this whole year. Now let's speak about another case. So there is, for instance, an arbitrage opportunity. So you can buy in one geography and resell in another geography. Let's say in our case, there's an arbitrage opportunity that we have found. I'm not going to explain what it is right now because we want to do it, so I'm not going to to speak about it. But there is one issue is that we cannot finance the vessel. We can do back-to-back payment term, but we cannot finance the vessel. So we need to find someone that will finance the vessel, just like something like 2 million or something like this. So what we are doing right now is we are structuring a deal where the guy that would finance the vessel for us would have all the guarantee and all the deal, all the money flow that goes through him. So then is the safest in the transaction. What has happened is when we were like structuring the deal, the arbitrage opportunity disappeared for a bunch of reasons, but the arbitrage opportunity disappeared. So we found a guy that was willing to finance the vessel. We structured the deals and he was happy to it, but then now the opportunity just disappeared. So we are basically waiting for the arbitrage to reopen to basically carry on with the trade. So this is again another thing that you could say that there's something that you cannot control. So all the things that you cannot control, there's only one thing that you need to do, and this is basically this little, like, I don't know, it's like 10 minutes, 5 minutes, this little story just to show you that you need to focus only on what you can control. If you spend too much time thinking about what could go wrong, obviously, then you are not going to move forward. Then you are going to think all about that, and you are not going to do anything. Because in all the two examples that I gave you, the wash plant, it was very difficult. We really tried to make it work. How can we capture this margin? We tried a bunch of things. Nothing works, and we got a lot of shit hit our way. But we just basically carry on. The same with the arbitrage opportunity that we are working on right now. We did everything to find someone willing to finance the vessel, structure the deal, not easy, set up the entity, blah, 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 and now the arbitrage is done. So we are waiting for the arbitrage to reopen. But honestly, there's nothing much that we can do. So again, when you are in a industry which is as unpredictable as commodity trading, you should only focus on what you can control. So yeah, this was a little the little point that I wanted to make for this live. And now we are going to go to the Q&A. So again, guys, if you have like any question, just put your question in the chat, and I will answer all of them. So let's see who is in the chat right now. Hello, man. Happy Sunday. Yes. Hello, Mona. Hello, Amori. Hello, Sean. Hello, Prince. Prince, what a nice name. Hello, Joker. Hello, Paul. So Paul is my business partner at Gombar Energy. Man, oh, you're from Cameroon. Toning is a natural edge. Depend on what? On what? Would you recommend commodity trading to your children? That's a very good question, man. This is yes. You know what? I would recommend this to them, because obviously, if they have their father, they already have a head start. So, yes, I would recommend that to them. Sayan. So Sayan is also a member of the Finicia community. 70 years old that is trading. So you can see, and he's making real deal. So yes, can I trade uranium? Dude, I don't know, man. I don't know what are the laws to trade uranium. I think it's a very illiquid market with extremely big buyers, the nuclear power plant. And the nuclear power plant, you know, they are not going, I don't know how easy is it to buy, to sell to a nuclear power plant, honestly. So I don't know, man. I don't know. You probably can, but can you? I don't know. And also the other thing, like if you want to play on the price of uranium, there's like some fund out of Canada where you can buy, and when you buy some part of this fund, those guys goes and buy uranium. Dimik, hello. All right, let's start with the question. How to spot if prospect client actually interesting to partner with us? Would they send us the LOI? No, man. You need to stop with the LOI, man. Those LOI, stop with LOI, man. As I said, I've done maybe 500 deals in my career. I don't know. And I've never seen one with a LOI that work. So don't, please stop using LOI, man. The problem with the LOI is like, it's basically you don't really know the other guy. This is why you use an LOI. If you don't really know the other guy, then there is no deal. All right. How do you manage to find producer in third world countries to commodities like chrome, scrap metal, tin for export, especially since many of those might not have online presence? That's a very good question, Craig. You know what? We go there, boots on the ground. So that's pretty much it, man. Usually what in very difficult countries, how we do it is like there's always some players like a warehouse company or like some big players, you know. But I would say warehouse company would be the best, or inspection company. And basically you go there, you hit them up and you say, look, man, who is your biggest customer? Who are there, blah, 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 and, you know, stuff like that. And then you start with a smaller list. And then you just go there, visit them. And when you are on the ground, people hit you up and so on. It's pretty much like quite organic. But, you know, there's also all imported export data. Again, I use this software Vujis, that's where you can get the name of the company that really export and import. But yeah, man, for very difficult countries, you need to be on the ground and speak with all the service providers, because the service providers knows who is the real deal. And also, in case of the mine, you can speak with geologists, consultant geologists, consultant office, and so on, and say who is opening a mine, who should I meet, blah blah blah. It's usually like this. As alumni of UNIGE, what do you think of their masters in commodities? All right, so UNIGE is a University of Geneva. They have a master in commodities. I think, look, man, the reality about the master is like, I mean, you are not going to learn anything. The value from this master, I mean, well, yeah, maybe you will learn something, but it's not really going to be really useful. The value of this master is that to be, I think to get a shot in this master, a company needs to sponsor you. I think the company needs to pay like 10,000 Swiss francs to the UNIGE. And also, you need to have a job to follow this master. So that means that you need to work at 80%, I think. And then you have lesson Friday and Saturday. So if that is the case, I mean, obviously you have a job and you have a paper on top of that. So this is good. But I wouldn't say that it's the teaching is important. Big companies have their own financing. What do you mean by that? Not via bank. No, big company, they, all right, they can use their own balance sheet, but they will, if it's a big company, they will use bank, of course. This is the cheapest money available. Where do you see the future of commodity trading with AI evolving? Man, I think nothing will really change, man, because the reality is like, at a certain point, commodity trading is about looking into the eyes of your counterparty and thinking like, if something goes wrong, is that guy or girl is going to fuck me? And I don't know how AI could do that. So okay. So the way I see the world, maybe I'm wrong, but there's going to be like a big gap between people that are between hard technology and big and very deep relationship. And I think with commodity trading, you are in the deep relationship phase. So when you need, I mean, you want to sell something to someone for millions of US dollars, you need to have a good relationship with them. The relationship is very important. So if you are not very good at tech, and then go to job that is, well, the relationship is very, very important. Because I think everything in the middle is going to be disrupted, or some AI will do the job. Moreover, which niche specific commodity industry will win the next century, decade, in your opinion? I have no idea, man. I have no idea. Man, I think it's very difficult to predict the future. And yes, and what does it mean? Will win the next? I mean, if you can refine your question, maybe I can answer it better. All right, as an alumni here, what do you think? Okay, I already answered this question. Is it possible to fix a vessel for FOBCAO with no money in advance? Yes, if the guy, is a ship owner is willing to. All right, no, okay. In short, it's not. I mean, shipping is like a ruthless industry, man, and I don't know people that will be okay to have a vessel fixed without payment from a new, for someone new. Or maybe I mean it's possible, yeah. In the real, I mean, maybe it's possible, but is it likely? I don't think so. Since Chromium drops so fast, do you see an opportunity to buy cheap, or do you think the market continue to go down? I mean, I think it's an opportunity to buy cheap because there is some talk in China that they are going to stimulate again the economy, and with the Trump things, I mean, the Chinese manufacturers are very afraid of tariffs, so they don't know what is going to be, so they really slow down. So I think when we will have like more, when the Chinese will have like better vision about what is going to happen with the US tariff, and if there is a Chinese stimulus, price should rebound. But it's a lot of if. Mr. Damien, someone is asking how to get partner in developing country to source product that we are not on. Someone is asking how to get partners in developing countries to source product that we are not on. Man, you need to ask question that means something, dude. If you want to find partners. Okay, when sourcing from a supplier at origin, how do you sample and spec the commodity to make sure it's the right quality? Do you run the test yourself, or do you hire an inspection company like SGS? All right, good question, Craig. All right, guys, look at Craig. He asks questions that make sense. whether it's the context, and that I understand what he means. So guys, we are in the ChatGPT. Ask ChatGPT to write you a short and concise question, man. Because some of you, when you, all right. Okay, so the question about do you? Yeah, all right. We always run. We are always there ourselves for the first shipment. Always. So we take ourselves the samples, we run ourselves the test, and so on. Then we use an inspection company. But for the first one, I mean, we run it ourselves. So that means that I or someone will go there, take the samples, take pictures of the stockpile, look at it, and then when we go back, we make sure that okay, nothing has moved, and so on. So yeah. Any thought on partnering with other traders using authorized agreement for certain commodities? Energy already got a guy with agreement set up. What would be the best way to de-risk? Man, using authorization agreement. What does it mean? Yeah, we partner up with other traders. I'm a niche commodity trader, and sometimes we don't have the finance to do big trade. So then we partner up with other traders where they carry our trade and we split the profit. But man, what are you with using authorization agreement? What does it mean? Damien, what do you think about software being traded as commodities? Is it just a playful idea in my head? What do you think about software being traded? Royaume de Malik, mec, je comprends pas. I don't understand your question. I'm new in the industry, student from the UK. Which commodity should I specialize in to climb the corporate ladder fast and effectively? Man, it's not a question of what commodity. First of all, you need to get in the industry. So take the shipping and commodity academy class. I think the link is not below this video. So just shipping and commodity at academy.com, enroll, and then it will be easier for you to get in. Second point, I can't really give you an answer that the commodity that you specialize in is the one that, all right, the first thing is don't have a preferred commodity. Just take any job that you can. And once you are in, it's easier to move from one commodity to another. But first thing is you need to get in the industry. So take anything. And then when you are in, it's easier to move. It's easy to move when at the beginning of your career. Later, it's more difficult, but at the beginning, it's easier. And then which commodity should I specialize to climb the corporate ladder fast? I don't know, man. I don't know. It should be I really don't know. I don't think it's a question of commodity. It's a question about your company, whose desk is making more money, whose desk is getting bigger, and so on. It's a question more about what is happening in your commodity trading company. Have you heard of carbon credit market? So yes, I've heard about that. We did extensive research in a previous company that I work for. I think it's awful. I think it's like a government. Because there's no. I think it's a fucking scam. Is it possible to have a replay of the live? Yes, of course. The live will be there for you to see. To what extent will Abu Dhabi overtake Geneva as commodity trading hub? I guess you meant Dubai, not Abu Dhabi. But it will be slow. The thing is, right now I'm having this call from Geneva, Switzerland, right? I had a lot of meetings with a lot of commodity trading firms the last 3 days. And it's just they are the biggest company here. And it's tough to move everyone from those big companies to another country, even though it makes more sense. They are family people. They don't want to move. They are set up. So I think it's very difficult to. It will take time. I'm in a final year, a student, and I got a job as a procurement analyst in a top procurement company. It's not the only one I could get. And is it the right part if I want to start my family? Yes, procurement is a very good place. So you will understand how being at the procurement or at the other part, I don't know, sales, of any commodity is a good start. What do you think about Lobito Railway? Since more of mining company, I think it's good, man. I think the more railway, I mean, I think it's good for DRC. I think it's good for all the countries that the Lobito Railway cross. Yeah, more infrastructure is always better, man. To what extent is pursuing MSc commodity trading and UNIGE the most effective way of getting a head start in the industry? I mean, if you are again, man, the if you're okay, you can apply to the UNIGE, but then you need to get a job. So the question is about getting a job. What are some ways to check price apart from price providers? What's up, man? So you call the sellers, buyers, ask for the price, where they see the market. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Hey, Damien, how would you be your personal brand around commodity trading? I mean, how I'm doing it. But yeah, man, I don't know, man. I think you should write on LinkedIn and do YouTube. This is exactly what I did, and it took time. But I think this is a two platform. LinkedIn is good because there's a lot of commodity traders, commodity players that are there. And YouTube is the best because it creates more trust. I have an ICPO. Oh la la. Already ICPO, man. I think it's bad, but let's read. I have an ICPO from the buyer and I found a seller who can provide the. I'm a broker in this, and how can I protect myself and my commission? Don't worry, dude. There is no deal. There is no deal. So, and yes, if you are a broker, you cannot protect yourself for the commission. So you need to trust the people that you deal with that they are going to pay you. Yeah, all right. So this is a scam. Don't say, don't waste your time and stop. Try to do something else than being a broker. It's a waste of time. All right. And it means your question has no sense. I like. What is the best for whom? For the buyer, for the sellers, for the price, for the risk, for the. I've been looking for buyers through LinkedIn and other online methods for a while now, but I haven't found any. Is there any chance of finding a buyer online? I mean, yes, I did that in the past, but it's very, very difficult. It takes a lot of time, man. Man, the guy that want to buy, they would want to know who you are. So you will have to move there and meet them. But of course, right now you can always start with. I mean, the question is, you haven't found a buyer? That is weird, because you should be able to find them. But then you need to meet them face to face if you want to close any deal. Would you recommend a character in commodities training by taking them? No, man. I think you shouldn't take any master. I think it's useless, completely useless for someone in the early 30s. It's not that. I mean, all right, papers, master, man. Guys, you are always been brainwashed that masters or shit like this is useful. It's completely useless. But no, you shouldn't do that, man. You should just find a job, man. That's what you should do. If you want to start again, how would you plan your career to get ahead in the start? Man, so you are very. All the question is about how to get ahead in just fucking find a job and be the best at your job and work more than other people, and you will get ahead. That's it, man. There's no secret sauce. Damien, have you ever heard of anyone that has ever successfully broke a diesel fuel deal? I've seen this deal being shown around all the time. Is it a scam? Yes, it's 100% of the time. 100% of the time a scam. And I know one guy that broke one deal and for one specific reason, and that guy has been a commodity trader for like, I don't know, 15 years, 20 years, so he knew everyone. And even for him, he didn't think it was possible to break a deal like this. But yeah, it's a completely a scam. Don't waste your time. Also, I have 6 months left to start the job. Any tips? What can I do in the meantime? Yeah, man, take the Shipping Commodity Academy Operator Certificate. And read books, man. I think I have blogs on the Shipping Commodity Academy website about books that you should read. What do you think about supplement herbs as commodity? It's commodity, but if the price was lower and have more supply, I'm not sure. I understand the question, but I know a bunch of guys that have ingredient trading firm. So basically, they buy and sell ingredients. So usually, it's less volume, it's more specific, and it's the same principles like commodity trading, and they are making a killing. So it's good. I have to approach a commodity to get. No, there is no internship. They don't give internship, as far as I know. Usually, it's expensive. Yes, it is. Damien, I'm based in the US. How do you find opportunities in other countries such as? Man, what? You go there, you get a network, meet the people, and so on. There's no. You can use a software Vujis to see who is buying, who is selling. But man, Christopher, you seem like you're very early in your journey. What is a better country city for commodity? And again, this question means nothing, man. If you have millions to start, maybe I think Dubai is not bad. Singapore, Switzerland, Houston is not bad. But if you start with a little mean, then you should be where your clients are. It's easier to be where your clients are. How do firms in commodity trading approach internship? Do they? No, they offer nothing, man. No, nothing. There is one thing called I don't know how it is. Student program or something like this. I think Trafigura, Glencore has one, LDC has one. Internship, I don't remember how they call it, but basically it's like 2 years and then you move around from position to position. So this is the best thing that you can do to start. It's very competitive to get them, but if you can get them, that's the best. Hey, happy. I will start working on my uncle's company. I'll be managing small trade flows and small scrapyard in Sweden. What will you recommend to do before I will start? Man, that's great, man. That's great. I would listen to Stu Kagan podcast, Born Scrappy. I think he has a podcast about scrap. I will listen to that. I will read a book called Born Made of Scrap. Start with Scrap. Incredible stories of a guy that started a scrap trading firm in Hong Kong. So yeah, this is what I would do, man. And I would ask your uncles what type of scrap do they deal with, where it's shipped, and so on. And man, if it makes sense, we can buy some from you. But not sure Sweden makes sense. I've already saving for shipping commodity as well as I've learned about most of the grade. In terms some tricks from YouTube. How do you work leads? What else should I do? Yeah, so I give you like what you should do in terms of techniques about scrap. And for the shipping commodity academy, send an email to support and say that you are the guy that will start in a scrapyard in Sweden. I have reputed. So I love, man. Usually guys don't do that. Like don't just. I have reputed steel scrap suppliers in UAE, but most of the time his pricing is being found little high. But buyers in India buy 4 to 5%. It's been 5 times like this in 1 month. Is it normal? There's two things. First of all, do you speak with the right type of buyers in India? The second point is like because maybe in India there's like some import taxes, a scam that they do. So the big importers they don't pay, they can sell without VAT to the small one. So there's like some hole in the margin. But yeah, man. If it's a real steel scrap supplier in UAE and they sell to India already, and for them they make it work with that price, maybe the problem is with your buyer, man. I don't know. Shotgun. Hey, Christopher. To follow up on the commodity trading training, how much is the complete course? Can I pay in installment? Man, dude, you can download the brochure. You can click the link. You will get all this information. And yes, you can pay in 3 installments. Hey, Damien, can I buy directly from US wheat, burros, and then sell in Asia? Yes, probably. It's a bit vague, man. But I'm pretty sure people do that. Besides your academy, what are some other tools to build my foundation in this industry? Yeah, man, look at the problem is like there is no. I've never found like anything online that really makes sense. I would read books. So read the books. I have a blog post about the best books or something like this, and read all of them. Even the book that I said are bad, read all of them. I read all of them, and even more books. So yeah, and also, man, especially Christopher, you look young. You look like a fucking model. Maybe you should be a model rather than a commodity trader. Maybe it's a better life. Anyway, the, uh, yeah, I'm laughing at my own jokes. What I wanted to say about books here, right? I've seen that less and less and less people read books. The other day, I went with like a long flight, and I saw that I was the only guy that read a book with another guy, and everyone else was on their iPhone or something like this. And man, I think this is underrated right now, as nobody is able to read books. The people that will do it, they will make a killing. So think about that. Commodities are classified as soft hard commodity. They are either grown, extract, blah, 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 blah. Manufacturers such as machine partner. All right, I mean, yes, there are different. Okay, there are different dynamics in all those markets, but at the end of the day, man, it's always the same stuff. Man. When price goes down, clients find claims, or clients don't take their shipments. It's you will see, man. I had the chance, or maybe I was too stupid, that I've been exposed to a lot of different commodities, and then you can see the same stuff like everywhere. Good afternoon. I would like to sell commodities between Brazil and Europe. Do you think it could be a good idea? Yes, I'm sure it could be a good idea, man. People are doing it. How to get a first job in the commodity industry? Sorry. So, follow the shipping and commodity academy operator certificate, and then you will get all the steps, man. But again, man, Damien, no, I don't. Yeah, but about that, if you check the link below this video, there's you will be put if you check the link below this video, and then you put your name and your email, you will be notified when we reopen the Neo Finicia membership. And with this Neo Finicia group, you will get basically access to our community of small and medium commodity traders, people that are starting their company, and so on. And in that, we do like our onboarding call with me. So you will get a one-to-one, and also I do call with a group when it's needed. So it's not really one-to-one. Actually, the onboarding is one-to-one, and then you can come on the call, and then we can follow up with you. Is it possible to make a company being a self? Yes, of course it is. A lot of solopreneurs. What position a company is for sourcing and managing supplier? Man, it depends. Some people call it origination, others traders, other procurement. I mean, you need to. It depends. Damien, in the community business, what do you think about arbitration business? I'm not sure I get your question, Judo. Received a PO, I guess it's purchase order, from a company registered in South Africa with a license attached. Governmental stamps did not match. However, company registered. All right, few things, man. I don't know what exactly you say. Man, I'm not the one in operation in South Africa, so I'm not sure. But governmental stamp did not match. Did not match what? If the stamp of the government is the right one, it seems bad, man. How do you see the future of sales and purchase ship broker in the future? Will it be affected by tech? Yeah, I think it will be affected by tech, but again, man, it's very nuanced, very relationship-driven job. So, I mean, a lot of people try to basically disrupt ship brokers, and they're still there. So, I don't know, man. How do you first build your reputation in early stage of commodity trading? What are the key to start? man, just do what you say and say what you do, man. Very difficult. Even I sometimes I'm like, I say, I will send you an email, then I forget to do about it and so on. But you need to be reputable, which is extremely important because it's how you will build your network. And you need to also protect your name against your company, because sometimes the company will say, oh, you need to do this, you need to do this, or cancel the contract or whatever, and then you need to fight for your name. Always, always, always. Do you face any negative ramification from any of your counterparty due to extensive online presence, especially from old school secretive industry veterans? Dude, all right, this is a very good question then. Basically, all right, when I started 3 years ago now, all my friends, they were, look, Damien, you cannot do that, man. You are committing career suicide. Nobody will ever hire you. Nobody will want to do anything with you, and so on. So they all told me that. Now they are all telling me, this is great. I like what you do, blah, 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 blah. So, um, yeah, I think maybe if they like some people that don't want to deal with me because they saw what I do online, first of all, it's a good thing because I mean, it's always better not to deal with asshole. And the second point is like, actually, I control what I share online. Honestly, I only speak about a few part of what I do, honestly, because and I often speak about things that doesn't really matter for me. Like I did a vlog video about me sourcing scrap. I mean, it's very small for business. And honestly, I don't really care. So it's often for things that, yeah, I know I don't really have like an impact. Yeah, so I'm not like completely stupid. How do find buyers online? Well, what I meant by this question is, it's mean like, is it hard to make them trust me? Is it even possible to find someone on LinkedIn, make them trust me, and close the deal? Right, man. Actually, I meet a lot of people on LinkedIn. I meet a lot of people online, but this is always the first point. Actually, I did deals with people that we've never seen face to face, but it was always deal that was in my favor. Like people were had to pay me or something like this. I would not and never do the other way around without going there and meeting them. So if you are new, it's going to be very difficult for you to convey enough trust and to just behave like a normal guy would do. So then people will trust you if you are new to this job. So it's possible to do it, definitely. But the thing is, you still need to have. Usually, what I do is like I get the contact, call the person the first time, second time, then look, there is maybe a deal. I will come and fly and meet you. But it's not impossible. I've done it. Can you recommend me on what I can do to improve my chance to get an internship at Glencore? As a master graduate in international business with 1 year private banking internship. All right, so let me read this shit again. So, can I do? I don't know what you can do to get a chance to get an internship in Glencore besides taking the Shipping Commodity Academy Operator Certificate. Master and graduate in international business. Okay, so bullshit. With 1 year private banking internship. Yeah, that's not bad. But all right, man, you don't really like have anything special on your CV right now, so you should consider the Shipping Commodity Academy Certificate, honestly, because man, what's your opinion on TROFI recent financial and legal challenges? What do you mean by that? Give me an example. I'll tell you what I think. Facts, thanks. Did you ever relocate it to a supply country, then ship to your clients? Yes, I did. Actually, I did. Which commodity or product are more potential to export in the US and Europe? Man, it's too. Man, you need more specific question, dude. Can you recommend books on wheat export? I think that, all right, go on the shipping commodity, shippingcommodityacademy.com, then go to the blog, then types like books or best books or something like this. And there are some books about grains. Where do you see new upcoming opportunities commodity trading with? I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm based in Asia most of the time or in Europe, so I don't deal that much with South America, because it's too far. It's like 12 hours of time difference. So I have people that do that, but I don't do it personally. So I can't really tell you. What do What is this question? Because it's like two answers, like Legion or scammers. Like, yeah, you should be a bundle, dude. But look, it's fade as age with cash. That's wise, Christopher, wise. In one video you mentioned that you could open a company importing ingredients. What ingredient do you have in mind? Like, yeah, I said like ingredients. All right. There's one thing with ingredients is like it's very hard to sell, but once your client is locked in with his recipe, he needs your ingredient. It's then it's less likely that your client churn. David, you want an easy life? Does Forex play a major role in deal sometimes? For example, sourcing product from South Africa is rand. If you change, for example, in Swiss franc, in some, Forex plays a big. I mean, all right. In trading, everything is usually in US dollar, in USD. But yes, when you need to buy local currency, it could be quite challenging if it's very volatile. But usually, man, all the currencies goes down against the dollar. So if you buy in those currency, in local currency, you should be okay. But yeah, you never know. But you can hedge forex exposure it's pretty easy. Will it be taken seriously by customers without a degree? Stop, man. I think you stop with your degree, man. What do you think university or degree will teach you, man? Come on, we are in 2024. It's stupid people goes to university, man. What the hell, man? I did this mistake, man. Hopefully my children won't. Is it fine if my company is registered in Lithuania? Yeah, man, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. And it's not that bad, Lithuania, as an image, honestly. By arbitration, I mean consultancy into arbitration in contract. I mean, I think it's a fine business, and the people that are doing it, that are good at it, they make a shitload of money. So yeah. Have you ever considered dealing with wood pulp? No, because I don't have buyers. But if I have buyers, I would. All right, Jude, man. Okay, I will translate. There is a strong demand in China for species of rare fish. Would you want to? Est-ce qu'on pourrait travailler sur cela? Do you want me? Could we work on that? Do you have buyers, man, for those rare fish or not? I feel like that my time spent abroad in Singapore and my master is useless. I think that time spent abroad is not bad. Master, probably yes. Have you ever faced a big quantity issue in a big deal? How did you manage to fix it? Yes, I faced a lot of quality issues. Quantity is not so much, honestly, was what I traded, but a quality issue, yeah, we had like so many claims, so many stuff. And it's always, man, it's always like a very difficult to solve, honestly. Because the guy that is losing money, he is not going to give it without a fight, man. And there's always like something. It's tough, man. It's tough. Usually, if the supplier screwed up, then he's not going to say, yeah, of course, we screwed up. Like, take my money, whatever. It's way more complex than that. So, and I don't think I don't know how did you manage to fix it. I don't know. It depends, man. I think the big point is like, can you fix it in a way that usually the trader lose money, even though if it's not the problem of the trader, still the trader is going to lose money. And the big idea is like, how can you make sure that you can still deal with those counterparties after the claims, because you don't want to lose clients like that. Thank you, Jude. All right, guys. It's 50 minutes. I'm still going to take a few questions. So if there's something that you want to ask, ask me. And again, link below this video if you want to be notified when we reopen the Neo Finicia membership. It's basically, we call it membership because I don't want to call it a community, even though there is a community. But this is where basically I help people start and launch their commodity trading company. And we have people with smallish commodity trading firm, like doing 20 million in revenue. That would be the biggest one. And then a lot of people are starting with their first trade flows and so on. All right. My country of origin is the biggest is the biggest producer of vetiver. I don't know. Main ingredient in perfume. Is it something that may trigger your interest? Dude, man, find buyers for something, and then that's it, man. I'm too busy to do, unless, yeah, I'm too busy, man. Too busy. And also, I don't remember your name as a student, so I have no incentive to help you. I learned most of the stuff of your course already in my master, but I start your course soon. Man, so your master is so good, man. What is the issue? And, do you think she's... no idea. Damien, by arbitration in contract management, I meant, isn't it this side of the industry in commodities business? It's better to start that in any state. How many? I still don't understand the question, but the question is like how many unfinished and contract goes to court? Almost none of them. None of them. You really need to screw up very, 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 very bad if you to go to court. Do you think import export of Euro palette is too textual? No, I don't think so, man. Actually, we look at it with, I think, with Paul, and there's like few euro to make with each palette. So I think you can still make few trucks and make few $100 per truck. So it's not too bad. All right, guys, I think it's going to be it for me. I wish you all Merry Christmas, successful New Year. No, we said that. No, we don't say that. So how do we? Happy New Year, and yeah. So two things. Down this below, you will find a link. Just put your if you are interested in Finicia, to the community again, and then a lot of you guys seems to are students or something like this. And the one thing that I want to say to you, why you should really think about enrolling in the shipping commodity operator certificate is like, you have nothing, man. Honestly, you have nothing. Most of you have nothing that to as a differentiator against your competition to get the job. What is really important is to show that you are more motivated than the other people. And now and the thing is, you're not stupid. So everyone says that they are motivated. Even in the interview, they will show it and so on. But you need to have tokens of motivation. And this is one thing with this certificate that I have, why it works so well, is that it shows that you did something that the other people don't, and that you take it more seriously. And it's very important because no company wants to train you for 1 year, 2 years for you to leave because you don't like it. So yeah, think about that, guys. Anyhow, I wish you all a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.